Let's make history. The first Puerto Rican to play in Major League Baseball here in the United States was a guy by the name of Hiram Bithorn. Now, Bithorn, which Puerto Ricans probably said Bithorn, was his father's name, who was of Danish, Scottish, German descent, and his mother was a school teacher who was Puerto Rican. He was 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, and had a very powerful pitching arm. He's a right-handed pitcher. His career in baseball began in the late 30s when he played for the Senadores de San Juan, which is one of the most well-known teams in professional Major League Baseball within Puerto Rico, within their winter league. And not long after he began playing for them, the manager retired and they elected 22-year-old Hiram Bithorn to be the manager, making him the youngest manager to this day in Major League Baseball history on the island of Puerto Rico. Not long after, he was called up by the Chicago Cubs, where in 1941 he became the first Puerto Rican in Major League Baseball. 2 years after his debut in the majors, he was leading the league in shutouts in the 1943 season with 7. After that, he joined the United States Navy briefly, then tried to go back to baseball, which he did, but he had put on weight and wasn't as successful as he was during his first 2 years in the majors. So his career altogether was 4 seasons, though he did extremely well. He tried to rejoin baseball, but this time in the Mexican Pacific League. When he went out to Mexico at age 35 years old, he got into some sort of a dispute with a Mexican police officer who shot and killed Hiram. So the story is that he was in Mexico trying to sell his 1947 Buick, and police confronted him and saw that he didn't have, according to them, the proper documentation to claim ownership of the vehicle. Plus, he was searched and found with $2,000 in cash on his person in American dollars. Got into a confrontation with the cop, and words were exchanged and shots were fired. The police officer tried to say that he confessed to being a communist, which is a huge deal at the time, but that was later debunked. And it came out later that he indeed was not a communist, but very mysterious circumstances under which Hiram Bithorn died. If you ask me, it sounds like one of those situations that is not uncommon in many countries throughout Latin America and the Caribbean. Mexico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, etc. Police pull you over to see, especially if they know you're not from there, to see if you have any valuables, and then they either try to extort you by threatening to lock you up if you don't break them off some money or some jewelry or something of that nature. Here was a professional baseball player, so he was known, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was a situation where they were trying to rob him and he probably gave pushback, and this is how things end, unfortunately, in these sorts of situations. So if you're traveling to any country, any foreign countries, no matter where it is really, and you're from America or anywhere else, be very careful. He will always be honored in Puerto Rico, and the biggest ballpark stadium in Puerto Rico is named after him. May he rest in peace.